Alright everyone, I'm Ryers, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Let's keep going. Alright, let's see what Mid has to say. Maybe she'll introduce herself, kind of. Hopefully. Because she just came out of nowhere.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Goots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest? From what I heard, you earned it.
Hello, Mid.
You took your time?
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad
I wonder
said
when
I
we'll be
had
able
an
to go
knack for
down there.
engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well,
Alright.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
It's quite a bit of stuff.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
We got a new recipe available at the Black Hammer. I'm gonna look and see what this material list actually has. The noxious vapors that spilled from the cracks around a certain door in Hydelphus Telemon's deadland hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who strayed too close. Combining every ingredient on this list would no doubt produce a similar result. Okay. It doesn't actually list what we need.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Okay.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
She's already helped a lot.
Is it business or pleasure?
That's what Mid is irrepressible, the word. That girl doesn't let anything get her down, that's for certain.
Quite the opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every bugger else get up and dance to her tune.
Like father, like daughter.
Eh? I'd say it ran in the blood, if I didn't know any better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraptions she comes up with next. So long she doesn't try to rope me into building it for her.
You leave Mid's order with me. I'll send everything on to her when I've got it.
Okay, you have new things here.
Don't just stand there, gob.
What do you have that's new? The hunter stuff. Okay.
Finished, are you?
I can't wait to see what Mid's going to build us this time.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? Yeah. I'll see what I can do.
I was kind of thinking that.
Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
I wonder if she will make an airship down there.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Before I go there, I could probably use the Titan fragment I got to upgrade sword. Oh yeah, I'd ask about Mid first.
Summer storm, that one.
Frozen released expected. Sucking you into your skin and leaving you ringing your breeches. Just like your old man. Keeps us on our toes, though.
What's that for you, dear?
Grindstone. There it is.
No scratches, right? And?
Okay, that looks pretty cool. Alright, down at the pier. Okay.
It's all right. Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
Yeah, the
That's
one that
right.
fixed the bridge.
And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Alright.
That Bernard's as good a carpenter as you'll find, by all accounts. I reckon my old master would have preferred his work to mine. But we branded can't be beaten on price, can we?
At least he's pretty jovial about it. He seems to enjoy what he's got here, so... Alright, I guess we head to Martha's Rest. See, there weren't any new hunts, right? I guess I'll check real quick. Alright, just this one in Ald Hill, okay. Alright, let's head to Martha's Rest. Alright, Martha, it's been a while.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Alright. Cressida. I don't think I've been up that way, have I? No, that's a new location. Okay. There's Ald Hill. I kind of want to take care of the hunt down here, so yeah, I'll do that.
You deserve a rest.
Dismounting me. There we go. Fawn Prince, rank A.
Take us unawares, did you? Fine hand.
Pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay. I'm not used to fighting enemies with magic attacks. Okay, ow. Torgal, I could use some healing. Thank you. Yeah, okay. And this thing is strong. It's hard to see when it's attacking. I want to upgrade this rating fist attack because it's kind of underwhelming compared to other stuff right now. Oh, I didn't charge it up then. Ow. God, this thing's attack patterns are not very easy to read. Got that one at least. Tried blocking it. Man, this thing's tough. I really got to be careful of that. Jeez. What level is this thing? 38. That's why I'm having some trouble. Ow. Nice. Okay. Whew. That was a tough one. Was 8 levels ahead of me, so yeah. A lot of XP. Jeez. Gelatinous mess. Alright.
Well, it's dead now.
It had a fallen core in it. Okay. Alright. Now we head back to the main quest.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Alright. Clear out the beasties.
This shouldn't take long. Stay down!
Gather all these guys up, that'd be good. I want to use ignition on all of them. I don't really have any other AoEs right now, so I'll just use Gouge, I guess. Enemies? What's this one? Oh, a wyvern. Okay. Ow. Push me with it. Okay. Sure. Okay. Too early or too late? It's too late on that.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
All right.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Alright, back to the hideaway then. Actually, before I go, I want to explore this area first. There might be some chests or something. Yeah, there he is.
I'm sorry I ain't been back to see you in so long, but I got some news for you. I'm to be wed.
Aw. Alright, let's head back.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work.
Alright.
I can't wait.
I wonder if it'll unlock like a whole new like gameplay component or something. Breath of Earth wind up. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
What is the cooldown of that ability? Wind up, right? 30 seconds, okay. I do want to upgrade Raging Fists. Oh, you can use the first strike to block an attack. And it'll charge it up as well, okay. So that's a counter too, then. That's good to know. Upgrade increases potency, yep. So we got a couple new side quests. One in the infirmary, okay. And then one just out here.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves.
That's
that's
new
right.
information.
He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
I'm curious about Torgal too, yeah.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it.
I'm curious how this
I'm afraid
works,
of
so...
what happens if I fail? You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover.
Really?
Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for.
It's that hard to
I hope
remove a
as much as
brand,
you
huh?
that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Tyre, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Okay. Bright blue blossoms over by Amber. Right, what's this quest over here?
Yeah, what's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back. Things are about to get interesting around here.
Yeah, she definitely seems pretty rambunctious.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Alright. The brand's removal scar is pretty obvious. You'd think it would still, like, draw attention to the fact they were branded before. I guess with Clive's it's more subtle because of all his beard and his hair covering it, but like, hers really stands out.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
You'd think that the people could tell that they had their brand removed, but
Jill looked white as a sheet.
it helps, obviously, so. Yeah, let's go see Gav. Hi, Torgal.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories.
He came back with
Jill,
Jill,
crossing
right?
a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
Can't look at the past Torgal
I
entries.
believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
Yeah, makes
Just
sense.
when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Sounds like Torgal needs some good pets later on. Being such a good boy. That was quick. Sometime later, I guess. So.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
What does this unlock for us?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
This table looks like it was carved from a fallen ruin.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Alright, I look forward to seeing what this workshop can make. Not sure what that is. Alright.
I wish Miss Middledore would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
Dungeoneer, huh? Alright, Vivian.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon. Don't want to get roped into her experiments.
Next time the main quest asks me to leave the hideaway, I'll go do the side quests.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I'm wondering if Waloed had something to do with sending Benedicta's head to Hugo.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive,
Have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest, huh?
A guest?
Can't think of anyone who it could be.
For your trouble.
Hey, Byron.
It's a
Okay.
pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
What's he doing here? It's nice to see him again, though. Looks like Clive's happy to see him, too. Meanwhile, at the crystalline, I mean, a twin side, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. Okay, so they did capture it. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
What?
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
Explain.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Olivia is just a pampered child. What?
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Could.
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him.
About
and
that.
while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your
Dion
subjects,
seems troubled.
Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Even if all the people die. He doesn't like that very much.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
He's not happy.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Curious to find out more of what's going on with all of them. A bit weird. Alright, Byron, I see you down there. What's going on?
Have been up to their own. It's just one thing after another around here.
I wonder if Dion will end up helping us.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
New plan?
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance?
Yeah, they must be going across land
No.
instead.
The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
But why, though? And how do they know about Mythos?
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
And where is
I'd be glad
Canada
of the
anyway?
company. Give me a
curious.
moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I do wish there was a quick way to view the lore compendium, because I want to look up Danver, but I have to run all the way over to the tomes to do it.
I know.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
Let's ask about Mid. Young Mid has always been too clever by half.
From the moment of her very first steps.
She would roam about the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands upon. But it wasn't until she started putting things back together again that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with a truly special talent.
And so?
Rather than see it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent Mid to the university in Canva to study under the Free City's finest mechanists. That was on her 11th name day, okay. But we have reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. Her inventions are a part of our daily lives here at the Hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away.
What has it that a part of her is simply afraid? Afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost. Okay. But Teton Crow.
Did you know?
Teton Crow's parents were both bearers. Having lived so long in a world where so much was denied them, it could not have been easy for them to find love.
But once they had...
Oh, how brilliant did it burn. A love that only burned brighter once Teton Crow were there to bask in it, to share it.
Until it was taken away.
Plunging the twins into a darkness no man or woman, let alone child, should ever have to face. A pole that will ever hang over us, as long as the man who cast it walks free.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today?
Alright. Torgal, updated. Frostwolf. That is pretty neat. Let's see. First encounter. I don't know if Torgal came back with Jill. Yeah, not sure. There's Mid. Daughter of Satan, student of engineering at the University of Canver. Canver on here? No. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion for invention as her father, and an even greater aptitude. Well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology, as any scholar in the twins means to put that knowledge to use and service that way. Yep, okay. Ash is the Looter continent. That's a lot of blight down there. Cressida. Twinside, the former capital of the Dominion. Okay. Canver, there we go. Federation of neighboring independent city-states located to the southeast of the Dalmekian Republic. Originally part of Dalmekia, the cities achieved their independence in 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead on the commerce on which their prosperity had been built. Political power currently resides within the Council of Guildmasters. Okay. No dominant or mother crystal. And that allows them to maintain their independence along with their riches and neutrality. It has no army and not much of a defense, so it's Old Canver. The capital of Canver. Okay. A tail end of Titan's Wake. I wonder if we'll go to Canver at some point. Frostwolf. Fenrir. Yeah, that's cool. Astrologers. Divining the future, yeah. The Einherjar, the flagship of the Looter Navy. The Black Galleon. Wyvern Tail, okay. Series of vultures. There's not a whole lot left in the bestiary. Sorry, I could have sworn Hyperion was a name we've come up across before. I guess not. If there was Typhon. I'm really curious about more Ultima stuff. See what's going on with that.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Tone says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. It's right one.
Let's go talk back to Otto again.
Wise soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire.
Different song. Very melancholic.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Okay.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
Is he too boisterous? Now, where is Byron right now, anyway? Let me see if Canber's on this map.
And how may I assist you today?
Let's ask about Mid.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it is fair to say. It's during my time at the university. I returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes, and discovered Mid crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key, and had been using my classroom as her own secret study. Place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
I insisted she leave, but Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. I soon wished I hadn't. Her refusal to defer to the authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wondered? And to be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort?
Still.
Our time together was not entirely disagreeable. Not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life, and encouraged you to come back and whisk me away to safety. Okay. And so I came to take a refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did in mine. About Byron.
Lord Byron Rothfield.
Of the 7 High Houses, protector of ports as old. And your uncle, no less.
I heard tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Sid the Outlaw certainly seemed to give some truth to such rumors. He'll make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope. And his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful.
Why?
Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses as a grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
What is it that you wish to learn?
Alright, map. Canver. Okay. It's right there. So there's Randella. Okay. Canver is just down here. Yeah, we're headed down to Drake's Fang. Let's see if we can find the trail of Kupka. The Dominican Republic are at an armistice. Twinside. Crystalline Impasse. Right. Okay.
Here's the latest information I have.
Inner Voice. An all-new feature is accessible by pressing the touchpad while viewing the grand cast in Viveen's map room. Inner Voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. Okay. Inner Voice. Ah. Oh, what on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Must I cannot hope for find a hound. She needs to rest. I have you now, Hugo. It's out there somewhere. Just Michael to turn up unannounced. A breath of fresh air. And Ultima. Still don't know who or what he really is. Ultima's will, his hunger grows ever stronger. Ooh. Joshua is trying to convince Dion to join. Okay. Do you have inner voice? Okay. Let's see what Byron's thinking. So this is the famous hideaway. Who's this? Ah, okay, the boatman. Yeah, Byron wants to help Wade, but he can't. Not directly. Manipulates. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was on you, you're just sealed away, yeah, makes sense. Mistrusts Dion, and kind of mistrusts Sylvester, okay. Applauds the achievements of the Holy Prince. Secretly backs, really? Mummy, I'm bored. Why must I prostrate myself before this child? Yeah, these are some good thoughts here. Just to see what these people are thinking. So he just notices that he's just a tool. I definitely have a feeling that Dion's gonna at least somewhat join our cause. What's your inner voice? Risk the countless lives of innocents, and for what? What's she plotting? And then, yeah, his attendant. He's on his own, basically, right now. Forced to do things he's not really wanting to. The noblest child in all creation. And I hate him already just because of how the others treat him. Like, I know he's not, like, himself is probably, like, a bad person. He's brought up in the wrong way. See what Kuka's thinking. Nothing. Okay. Hi, kitty. Cat? Really? Oh. An incorrigible child. Torgle's in your thoughts. He's a very bad man. He's a very good nose. Oh, he doesn't know where Sid went. He's always happy we'll meet again. He smells familiar. Leave my friends alone. Captain of the Invincible. Tyler is not confirmed dead. He's not grayed out here. All right. Let's see Karen's thoughts. All right. Done looking at that for now, I suppose. All right, Byron.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
I don't want to leave just yet. Okay, so it's, yeah, okay. I'm only going down south now. So there's Canver right there. Okay. That's why it's bordered off. This is the Velcroy Desert. Oxcrag Cliff and Northreach. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the hideaway for now, just so I can get out of this map screen. So I'm gonna leave this episode here for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.